Good day, friends and compatriots in Australia, the ones who share with us their Pehchan, their tashakhus, and their identity, and still take pride in their roots back in Pakistan. I'm glad that there is an interest in the reminiscences of my wanderings that has just been unfolded in Islamabad, formally being launched in a day or so. I am particularly thankful to Ambassador Khidayat Khan Niazi for having come forward and to have been the first to offer his review in the international press and media on the product that I've unfolded. Let me just say a few words by way of introduction as to what the reminiscences of my wanderings actually mean. The reminiscences that we are unfolding are, in fact, a set of narratives of my interface with various political and cultural settings across the globe. The product itself represents my read on the processes that I witnessed and how they took shape, the way I look at that, and person and places that came in the way. So it's not to be seen as merely a political diary of a diplomat. Similarly, it is not merely a travel log of sorts. It is practically it's a combination of all those factors at play that makes it my contribution to the oral history of our times. And therefore, I think that it is something that is instructive in many ways, even though it's not very prescriptive. And therefore, it has something potential for the researchers to dig in, or re-dig in, and formulate their own views as I stay short of being very prescriptive. But let me say that in this uh, kitab, in this book, I unfold, I start with my birth and growth as a child of conflict prone homeland, that is Jammu Kashmir. And then my graduation from the issues of identity and governance to what I call egalitarian concepts of our times that relate to the 1960s, the 1970s, and moving into a broader horizons worldwide through diplomatic profession. Again, after my superannuation, I again have a dig on my roots and on the concepts concerning the peace building, peace with justice, and how the primacy of the principal party in the triangle of dispute has to be underlined. Of course, the major parts of the narrative relate to whatsoever is my engagement in places all through the globe, which may not necessarily be interlinked. I spent 12 years up north, Tokyo, Moscow, Ottawa. My first ever was Kuwait. And then I again came back to the Middle East time and again. I was consul in Jeddah, which was the largest consular district abroad, ambassador to Qatar, ambassador to the Hashemite court in Jordan, and also with concurrent accreditation to Palestine. I don't have to really go into details, but what I'm trying to say in this setup is that it's not merely the political processes that shape the destiny of nations, it is the cultural norms, it is the relationship between the cultural norms and technology. It's the belief in diversity as against being a monolith that is also a determinant factor in shaping the environment. And therefore, I think it is an interesting read both for a layman and also for professionals who like to reinterpret history. I leave at that because I know that you will have the possibility of going through the reviews that have come about, in particular the review done by my friend and my batchmate, Ambassador uh, Khizr Hayat Khan Niazi. Thank you once again for your great understanding and interest. Thank you.